manager is successfully picked up from the user profile store, we need to assign a task for him to approve it. So I will click on start approval process. In the approval process, I will say start approval process on current item with these users. So in this users, I will click on this and I will say workflow lookup for a user, workflow variables and parameters, and variable manager. So automatically for the manager, there will be a task assigned to this. If you want, we can also see some people here. So I can say please approve this lead. You can provide instructions and all of that stuff. I'm going to click on OK. So that's it. So my workflow process is done. So what did I do here? I used my start approval process, which is an inbuilt template for me to start an approval for any particular item. Current item refers to the item on which the workflow is currently running. Now I'm going to just publish this. So once I publish this, I missed one particular checkbox, which I'm going to come back and do it right now. I go to my workflow. I'm going to say show workflow visualization. Workflow visualization generates a Visio diagram for your workflow, which is also something very useful to graphically look at what has happened in your workflow. So now that the workflow is basically designed, I'm going to go back here and apply for a new lead. So let me apply this. You can see user 1 is picked up here. Click on this and then I'm going to select the value I want. Put in here, click on submit. So when I click on submit user 1, it says in progress. So which means workflow is initiated. And then what I'll do is I'll go back here. I will log in as my user 2. So user 2 logs in. He is the manager of user 1. Immediately says please approve this lead. Click on it. Right, then I can now approve this. So click on approve. Now it's done. So when I go back to my leave request, it says approved. When I click on it, oh, it's beautiful. So I have my log to history list, then lookup manager, log to history list, then user 2 is approved. So
what do you mean by look to history list?
History, this is the workflow history. So workflow history allows you to track the events that are happening in a workflow. So how it's proceeding for troubleshooting purpose, what value you've got. So it allows you to really, track your progress of your workflow. So that's a simple SharePoint designer workflow that we've done, which has various steps, and then you can see that from this particular design, this particular workflow has come. Any questions? So in terms of reassigning this to somebody, so let me just log in, and then back in here. So I'll put in a form here. Right, so submit it. User 2 is logged in, so I click on this. I can reassign this. So I can reassign this task to who? Right? So I can assign this to somebody else. The new request is please review this and approve. So now I can say send. Color's gone. So his task is completed, but the other person gets a task, which means that the other user is yet to approve, which means he has reassigned. So I go in here, it says see Karthik, please approve this lead. So I go and say approved. Yeah, so I click on approve. Once it is approved, yeah.